So we can go into the root tubes right now, or we can go to the Ven Mart. But considering we don't have any money, I don't really see the point in doing that. So we're probably gonna go in here. We're gonna go check out the sender dormitories, because I believe there's some good items we can get. We can also give this guy his delivery. Oh, earn 10 bucks. That's great. Perfect. Actually, no, we don't have to be in here yet. Right now, we can go down to the root tubes, and I can show you some of PAL fighting and stuff. That's what you came here to see. You didn't come here to see side quests and stuff like that. So again, another area infested with enemies and stuff. Kind of have to be careful because I don't know whether or not my probably insufficient leveling is going to make this place super impossible for us, or if we're going to be cool. But we'll see. You can't reach him, unfortunately, but we can see the distant 3 beam attack. Did moderate damage, not bad. PAL's attack is kind of silly looking though, so you're honestly not missing that much out of it. Seeing that he's not dead in 2 hits, and that my memories of this game are basically being able to kill most of these enemies in just a few hits, means that I'm super under leveled for this area. And also PAL is apparently infested with boxes now. Oh, that's great. Perfect. That's a hell of a lot of damage, PAL. Come on. So in the game, there's also in this area there's also the Ven Mart, which you might have noticed before. Yeah, you don't get to celebrate. You didn't really help. That's 707 XP. That's not a lot. But in the area, you can basically get a whole bunch of upgrades. Not upgrades, like items and stuff that will allow you to... Typically you don't go straight forward in this. Maybe in this case I should have done that. That allow you to avoid things like confusion and stuff. I just remember having like a ton more money like this. And again, kind of like a... Still do this? No, we can't do this. Kind of a standard thing with this kind of mini game is to never go just straight forward. Because if you do, you know, that inevitably leads you to, like, the path of least resistance is the path that they don't want you to take in those kind of mini games and stuff. I've kind of found, like, they want to make things difficult for you as much as possible to kind of get your brain working a little bit, which is good, I guess, in terms of like a design thing, but also kind of annoying. They really want you to struggle with those kind of puzzles. PAL apparently has no animation whatsoever for picking up stuff, but that's alright. We're gonna be going to fight a bunch of pipes now. And we'll see how this goes, because there's 4 of them. And we're pretty weak still, so we're just gonna kind of mash. Make sure we attack kind of the same targets if possible. I think 2 should be enough to take one of them down. Yeah. So yeah, he does that. Which is alright, I guess. I don't know. It's powerful, if nothing else. I think Rumpos is probably actually powerful enough. Probably powerful enough to take one down on his own in 1 hit. So we're gonna leave him to do that. Take that one guy down. And we might be able to use PAL's ability in order to attack the other guy. Guess PAL doesn't have it yet. Does that summon another one? I guess it just shot one at him or something. It's kind of lame. I think the windmill dash, I'm not really certain, but I think it actually goes through any enemies. Like, I don't think you have, oh jeez. Yeah, that was some good animation right there. I don't think it is bothered by enemies. I think it can pass right through and just keep going, so I think that's the case with that, but won't know until we can't do it. And by that point it'll be too late. I remember having to go through this stupid tunnel area and fight these enemies a lot while playing this section. So in the break, which is going to be happening probably pretty soon, I'm going to definitely spend a little bit of time kind of reading ahead and seeing what's coming up. Yeah, this is the guy that Ruck was talking about. There's a shield up here. Or anti-winky amulet. This is one of these things about this kind of game where it has an anti-winky amulet, but they don't really tell you what the status winky is. Like, you can assume that's like a blind status or something like that, but you can't know. We don't need you anymore. I find that in the game, you do have to be a little cautious when it comes to, yeah, shut the panel apart. A little cautious when it comes to doing the photo quests and making sure that you kind of take duplicates of photos. Sometimes the game can be a little finicky when it comes to, like, oh, take a photo of this individual, and then you take it, but you only took a picture of the side of his head or something, you can't see his face. Don't know what part of the programming that is, but it's something that happens, so you have to be aware of that, and just maybe take multiple shots of the same thing in case you have to do it. Alrighty, so we're basically out of this area. I don't think we had to come back here for a little bit, but when we do, I think we're going to be venturing a little deeper into the area. No red light district this time, unfortunately. One thing about the red light district, which I remember, is I played this game first when I was pretty young, and there's a lot of terms that are used that I didn't really understand. I think they used the term like knuckle babies at some point. And I think I asked my brother, what does that mean? He just kind of like sighed and didn't tell me. And this is before the internet, which is probably a good thing because I would have looked it up. Or I guess ready access to the internet in terms of our case. So yeah, educational games. There you go. What do we get from this? Amulet. I always wonder about that too. I noticed that in this game, that it's called an amulet. It's not called an amulet. Forgot to do that. You actually have to consume the upgradable stuff. Anyway, so let's give that to him. Guess it has to do with like being put to sleep or something. And I don't think we really made any money in that area we were just in, but we can go to the Ven Mart and there's some stuff we can do in there. Excuse me. Let's see, the Sendorium, don't need to go to yet. But we do need to get to the Ven Mart, because there's 2 items we need to get in here. Why we need them is not readily apparent, but it might be. So yeah, 900, it's not bad actually. It's a bit of money. Blood filter, prevents poison, I believe, yeah. Anti-winky. Winky and nuts, actually, that's pretty good. That'd be pretty good to get. Gonna have to think about that. See if I can just sell some stuff and get that. You can just sell that. Don't need it right now. Alright, Fatima. Let us know about stuff. Okay. Fatima? Did that change anything? Probably should have looked at that description a little closer, I think. If there's any instructions on how to use her. Whatever, doesn't matter. But what we need to get actually is something out there. Something up here that we need to get using this. So again, think about this minigame in terms of what would they want you to do. They'd want you to make a path like that and not just go straight up and then left and then that way. Just basically the longest route. If you just take the longest route, you'll usually be able to beat that no problem. I'd love to have whatever that is, but we're gonna get the scientist uniforms.
Tighten your belt, sunshine. We got a bird to catch.
Yeah. So, change of uniforms. Actually, I think Grumpos actually looks really cool. He gets kind of Ghost in the Shell eyes for some reason. Bato eyes. Yeah. The only thing about this is that we're doing this right now with basically zero context for why we're doing this. Like, we haven't gotten the information that would make us want to become scientists to do this. So, yeah, that's something you kind of have to, you know, whatever. Don't need to be here. I'll show this to you guys anyway. This is an area... Oh. Oh. So, I don't think I missed... I don't think I missed a relic, but this is basically the only way for Grumpos to get new abilities. So you find relics kind of around in the game, and I think typically you'd be like, well, what am I supposed to do with this? I don't really understand. Because this area really isn't centralized. Like, not centralized. It's not readily apparent that it's even here. It's just like a small hole in the wall within this Ven Mart. Kind of weird to have like a church and a vending arena or whatever. But oh. Well, there you go. Sweet. So we can actually go upgrade Grumpos now. As long as we have 50 bucks, which I'm not sure that we do, but we can sell some stuff in order to get that. Corticom data slab. Yeah, we have 121 bucks. That's fine. We can do something though first is make sure he's got a shield on him right now. And let's go do that. I thought it was gonna be a much longer journey to find the prism that you need for this. Again, reason why. Might have to go look at a FAQ at some point. Heck if I know why looking at a hexagon will make you get new powers or whatever, but you know, it works. I can't even remember what Grumpos gets. He gets something good, I'm pretty sure. Heal field. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds really good. But again, I think you have to... Do you? No, he's got it. I thought you'd have to consume it or something in order to use it. I can't remember if, now that we have these uniforms on, if they'll allow us to fight. But I'm gonna go back into the Rue tubes and see if we can fight that guy. Maybe. No, let's do something else instead first. Just for a little bit. We basically have to Can't remember exactly the route to doing it, but we basically have to get tickets now in order to go to that place. This guy. Oh yeah, this is the guy who wants the tacos. Taco burning suicides? What? kept his tacos? Maybe this is like a Beanie Baby thing? Cool. Alright. What? Heel grease. That's it? Just one heel grease complete? For all that? Like I had 6 of them or something. Hey, look at that! Little tiny mini guy. I don't think this does anything, but we can get something. Oh. Oh. Cool, I guess it's a thing. Oh dang, look at that. The 2 of us and a little something in the squished drink, I'm sure we could find out. Oh. Well, I guess we can do a few side quests or something. Maybe 1 or 2. See how it goes. I'm pretty sure that the drug dealer is down the root tubes, so if we go in there anyway, well, if we want to go in there anyway to do some fighting as a scientist guy, then maybe we can find that guy, get some drugs. We can gain a few levels actually, that might be a good idea. Remember the drug dealer's like not very far in either, he's pretty close. I think what we're gonna do though, is we're gonna take our time, and we're gonna see what Grumpos' healing can do. Can you attack? It cannot. I can just move him in place so he's ready to deal some damage and stuff. I guess the hope is that this guy doesn't end up killing us and then heal field turns out to be useless, because I honestly can't remember what it does. Freaking Pal is getting wrecked right now. That's not good. The Sen Dormitorium that exists is a healing spot though. Oh. No, it works on all of us. That's pretty sweet. So we'll see how much it heals. Hey! Not too shabby. That's a full heal on the entire team. I don't think Grumpos is going to be using his Yammer ability too much. We're most likely going to have him basically waiting in the wings to use the heal field and stuff. Gotta say, pure chance while playing that I met up with that guy. Good thing that I did, because I could have easily missed that. Drug dealer, drug dealer. There's not many games that would, situations that would cause me to actually go looking for a drug dealer. Not that kind of guy. Kind of guy who has an innate fear of most people. Okay, let's see. Let's get this guy. See, Boots is the only character who can't really hold his own in this kind of fight. Like Grumpos and Pal can both kill these guys in one shot. Gotta say, pretty disappointed in Boots right now. Oh no, Boots killed the guy in one shot. Just didn't see him die. Never mind. Never mind, Boots. I forgive you. There are some really cool guns later on too. Like really cool looking guns. So hopefully we can get those at some point. I think it's kind of cool that we can fight as like scientist guys as well. So scientists in disguise. I'm assuming the drug dealer's down here because if you finished your friend's quest, that should have made the body disappear down here. There's no drug dealer in this area, and there's not. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that I should definitely look up an FAQ for this. Otherwise, I'm gonna spend a whole bunch of time running around doing nothing. And that's not gonna be fun for anybody to watch. So you might see a suspicious jump cut in a few seconds. We'll see. Maybe I just missed the guy on the way in here or something. It's one of those things where you think you remember a game so clearly, and then when you actually get to playing it, you're just completely at a loss most of the time. I feel like those guys should have drugs. Little robot guys. Alright. Well, it seems my internet connection isn't working. So that's great. So instead of doing that and continuing the struggle. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know guy. Maybe this is the guy who can give me some drugs. Goat knife. I remember goat knife. So maybe we're not lost after all. Maybe a little bit of luck and fate and chance has helped me avoid having to put a giant jump cut inside the video. Oh, this is the guy who just... This is just the part of the mission for getting tickets to Sunder, but we can do this anyway and kind of get the main quest out of the way. I think it's like this little kid who ends up selling it to you for some reason. Yo, little child. Manager Commerce. Okay. Are you lurking in the shadows? Okay. Fine, slick. Ugh. Okay, that's what I was thinking of when it came to going to the Roo tubes. Because as soon as you go down in there now, that dude is down there. I'm pretty sure. This is what I mean when I said like I ended up going into the Roo tubes like one too many times whenever I played through this area. I'm really hoping I don't have to go very far. It sucks that there's no way for you to... I don't think there's an actual way for you to avoid this fight. You kind of have to just like kind of mash click and see if you can get through it quick. Considering that we started off fighting this guy and doing practically no damage to killing him in 2 shots is pretty great. Yeah, you didn't really help, pal. One of the good things about the game where the level scaling is kind of whack. Well, at least we get a little bit of experience. Come on, pal. I don't know, this, I'm not sure of this. If anyone who ends up watching this would like let me know, or would like to tell me what people think of this. But when you watch a Let's Play, do you prefer having the person playing the game know the game, like, completely by heart? And basically be able to, you know, play the game entirely without having to use the FAQ or anything like that? I guess in kind of a professional sense, I guess that kind of makes sense. Like, you want to give someone, like, kind of a complete flow of it or whatever, but I guess it kind of depends on the kind of game that you're playing. If you're playing an old game like this, if you're just a new person going into it, you're definitely going to need an FAQ. But then again, you don't want to make it seem too practiced in advance, I guess. Like, you don't want to make it flow too well, and that shows that you're just kind of reading off a page. You're not really playing the game per se. This guy, there's another guy like this in the other game, or the other area. He's suspiciously still, but anyway, he's a cool guy. Oh, okay, sweet, he does both. Oh shit, that's... Whoa. I guess we had enough money, which is pretty sweet. And we got our sleeping drug, which is awesome. 2 birds, 1 stone. Well, 3 stones, considering we came down here like 3 whole times. But probably earned a bunch of money. Not that I've been able to figure out where I can see my money. So maybe we can go to the Venmart and see what we can buy. Then after that, I'm done. Out for today. So this was a long session. I need to recharge my batteries a little bit. PAL 18 can relate to that feeling. So anyways, the tickets we got already, so we're good with that. And at this point, I think we're ready to like leave this area almost entirely. Sender Station is a pretty short section of the game if you know what you're doing. And I only knew half what I was doing, so, but we still worked there pretty quick. We gotta, slip him his... Oh, here you go. One of those days. Okay. I guess these guys are all clones. I guess that kind of makes sense with the reuse of the models and stuff. Aww. Oh jeez. Guy got owned. Is there information on this guy's note? I don't know if that's something that this game does. Yeah, no, you can't really see it. Did that thing... Shut up. Did that thing that I bought with her do anything? No, not really. That's something I'll have to figure out a little bit later on. Zoowen. Oh. Sweet. I guess that did something. There's also little mini games in the game. Something I missed in back on Anachronox, where there's a game in the back of Boots' office that you can play. The games aren't really that fun. I don't find them to be that entertaining, so not a huge opportunity missed, but, you know, I guess it would have been something to have checked it out. They're just like really simple kind of games, like tic-tac-toe style mini games, I guess. Must have been kind of fun for the guy who designed them, I guess, though. Oh yeah, I can buy one of these guys. I guess we can get that, but I think we'll save our money in case we need it for other stuff later on. I have no idea what those dolls do. They do something. Maybe last thing we'll do is go and check out what that quest person want us to do. Let's see what's up with that. So I believe it's the this lady right here with the pink hair. Gotta figure out what to do with that rose. I can't remember exactly. Ooh. Hermano. Okay. Are you Hermano? I think there's like a lady just standing around who we can give the flower to. I think her, actually. You give that to her, then he get someone to fall in love with, I guess. You Hermano? Can't even talk to that guy. Let's see if we can find him somewhere. You look like a Hermano. Aegis Whiterman? I know. I don't know what the reference is to that. Alright. You don't look like an art collector, but you never know. Oh, I guess she's bored and just counted the tiles. You look like an art collector. What are you doing here? Trying to run out of your debt? Trotsky? Okay. Could you be an art collector? You know, okay, he just gave us our quest, and I guess I could have talked to him in order to get that. But, honestly, I think we have everything already. So long as you get, what's his name? So long as you get PAL to, download that scientific database, the questions they ask you aren't a big deal. Not at all. So again, I think we're kind of at an impasse when it comes to the art dealer. So maybe, once I do a little bit more reading and do a little bit of a refresher, we can come back and figure that out. Let's talk to this lady first. Oh. Dang. Yeah. You will, I'm sure. So anyways, me and Boots gonna say goodbye right now. But we'll be back. Hopefully on Sunder, or we'll get to Sunder soon enough. So, yeah. See you later.